I'm here at the Xbox booth with the incredible Peter Molyneux. So, tell us, how has the game progressed? What are we looking at now?
Well, over the last year, we've been, trying to fulfill the promises that we set at last E3.
Yeah.
So the character changing to reflect the way you play it. If you want to play a bad guy, you can play a bad guy. If you want to play a good guy, you can play a good guy. It's completely up to you. We've done that. We've created the world now, so you've got all these towns which are simulated. You can go into the town, do the bizarre things you want, and we've been working on the story. And having all this freedom, which is pretty boring without there being a consistent story there. And lastly, getting that competitive nature into a role-playing game. You're not the only hero around to do this job. There are other heroes competing against you.
So they're AI characters that will beat you to the tasks if you don't get to them?
You could be down in the bottom of a town and one of the townsfolk says, can you rescue the girl on top of the cliff? You look up there and there's Eric the Bloodslayer going up the rescue. You think, oh no, he's going to get all the credit for that. And don't forget, you're a hero in the game, so you'll see people dress like you and cut their hair like you cut your hair and have the same beards as your character's got. So you don't want Eric the Bloodslayer suddenly them to turn around and look like him.
How are you structuring the gameplay?
Definitely real time is the way to go. Yeah. The combat system, basically you can think of the combat system as morphing. If you use a really big sword and are fighting lots of things, then you'll be much more of a hulky barbarian type, or are you going to be using much more subtle weapons like knives and daggers and shurikens, and then your character will be a lot more dexterous. You'll be fast enough to catch arrows in midair, or are you going to use the magic system? And that's the only thing we're not showing is the magic system, because it is something really special. It's based upon willpower, and it is this cool ability to stop things and stop time.
How large will the environment be in the game? How much land will you have to traverse? And will you guys be adding things like horses so that you can cross terrain quicker?
Yeah, the world is truly massive. You play on different lands. You actually need to take passages across to different lands. But let's talk about moving around. In role-playing games, I found it just ultimately boring to walk up and down that same old path. Yeah. So one of the early skills that you can achieve in the willpower is to teleport yourself. And what the rule that we've imposed is, anywhere you can see, you can go to. You just reach your hand up there and you can go in that thing. So that avoids the whole walking up and down. We really want to take people from one segment to the next segment as quickly as possible.